Yay, I am in Germany. And yay, it's greener here. Again, just because it's green doesn't mean that it's well, so we have to get away from that too and really ask the soil how it's doing and what is going on. And this morning it was really funny because I was determined to do this from the airport, and then wow, it was so interesting how not easy it was. And I finally just did it on Facebook because everything else was just really not working. And then I just discovered now that it was actually set up in StreamYard, but when I tried to start it, it said, "You are not part of the stream yet. The host will let you in soon." And I'm like, "No, I am the host." Hmm. Yeah, very funny sometimes how this goes, you know. Um, but this was really one of those examples where if you were to just go with the energy and everything that was occurring, you would have had to say, "Hey, this is not meant to be that day." Um, and yet here I was, not giving up. It was like the dog with the bone. I wasn't gonna give it up. I was gonna do it from there no matter what. So sometimes I wonder too, what forces are at play to basically try and hold up consciousness too. And I don't want to make this significant and blah, blah, blah. It's just sometimes I do get a sense too that just if something is difficult doesn't mean it's not meant to be. Um, and please just remember that because a lot of people come to that conclusion. Well, I wanted to come to this class, and then it was really heavy to buy the ticket, and it really wasn't easy to get the money together, and was this and this and this and that. And then they were like, well, probably I shouldn't come to this class. Well, maybe and maybe not. And I think that's where then also asking a question again might be a contribution. So what I did ask again is like, hey, Earth, would you like me to run this process here now at this airport? Yes. Okay, cool. So I will keep doing whatever I can to get this to happen. And I was actually just saying, okay, I'm running it now, no matter what. And then all of a sudden it's like, oh yeah, I can just do it on Facebook, and then that was easy. Okay, cool. So here we are again today, a little later in the afternoon. So hello for all of you that are here again, and for all of you that are here for the first time. And it doesn't really matter, but we're running this process on the earth. So we're using our hands, our palms facing towards the earth, and we're running this body process of access consciousness called elimination and eradication of the microbiotic desertification of dermis, and the actualization of the microbiotic desertification for body and earth. Right and wrong, good and bad, POD and POC, all nine shorts, boys, perverts, and beyonds. Elimination and eradication of the microbiotic desertification of dermis, and the actualization of the microbiotic generative dermis for body and earth. Right and wrong, good and bad, POD and POC, all nine shorts, boys, perverts, and beyonds. Elimination and eradication of the microbiotic desertification of dermis, and the actualization of the microbiotic generative dermis for body and earth. Right and wrong, good and bad, POD and POC, all nine shorts, boys, perverts, and beyonds. And please allow yourself to expand out in all directions. Make yourself way bigger. Way, 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 way bigger. Expand out in all directions. Let's connect with each other energetically, running this process Let's also receive from the earth while we're running this process. Elimination and eradication of the microbiotic desertification of dermis and the actualization of the microbiotic generative dermis for body and earth. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shots, boys, povats, and beyonds. Elimination and eradication of the microbiotic desertification of dermis and the actualization of the microbiotic generative dermis for body and earth. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shots, boys, povats, and beyonds. Elimination and eradication of the microbiotic desertification of dermis and the actualization of the microbiotic generative dermis for body and earth. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shots, boys, povats, and beyonds. Elimination and eradication of the microbiotic desertification of dermis and the actualization of the microbiotic generative dermis for body and earth. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shots, boys, povats, and beyonds. What else is possible? Please expand out even more. And please intensify the process even more. And I'm looking at the trees here on the property, some of which were planted, all of which were planted when we first moved here. So they are 50, almost 50 years old now, a lot of them. So they're quite tall. But it's also interesting. I just realized, right now, yes, I am here. I'm not cutting down any trees, and yet it is so funny how literally almost every tree, at least in certain countries, belongs to somebody, you know. It's on their property. It's their tree. Now, there are some laws these days that are protecting trees, but not every country has them and not everyone obeys them. But in essence, somebody could just come in here and say, oh, I hate all this and cut it all down. And then 30 years later, someone else could come in and say, oh, I want more trees and plant new ones. It's all a bit cuckoo sometimes, you know? So everything that is times a gazillion. We just try not creative, please. Right and wrong, good and bad, POD and POC, all nine shorts, boys, pool, bats, and beyonds. All the while not communicating with the trees, not asking the trees what actually, what's going on for them. So, elimination and eradication of the microbiotic desertification of dermis and the actualization of the microbiotic generative dermis for body and earth. Right and wrong, good and bad, POD and POC, all nine shorts, boys, pool, bats, and beyonds. And those trees are tall, my gosh. I remember them being planted. They were just as tall as I was at the time. Elimination and eradication of the microbiotic desertification of dermis and the actualization of the microbiotic generative dermis for body and earth. Right and wrong, good and bad, POD and POC, all nine shorts, boys, pool, bats, and beyonds. And again, please expand out more and receive. Please receive from the earth, from the soil, from each other, and let your body receive the process too. Elimination and eradication of the microbiotic desertification of dermis and the actualization of the microbiotic generative dermis for body and earth. Right and wrong, good and bad, POD and POC, all nine shorts, boys, pool, bats, and beyonds. So what else is required? What else is possible? Elimination and eradication of the microbiotic desertification of dermis and the actualization of the microbiotic generative dermis for body and earth. Right and wrong, good and bad, POD and POC, all nine shorts, boys, pool, bats, and beyonds. Hmm. And thank you all for being here. Thank you for playing with me. Thank you for being this energy. Thank you for caring about the planet and our future. And what else is truly possible? Thank you again. and I will see you all later. Bye, everybody.